The future of psychedelics in psychiatry can be found in Midtown Manhattan at the Nushama Wellness Center. Here, under the guidance of a medical director, ketamine, a legal psychedelic, is administered to patients for an approximately 60-minute, high-dosage psychedelic experience. Cassandra, age 40, claims the benefits of this treatment outweigh traditional therapy for her.
I would say it's by far more effective, considering that I've been in therapy for at least 20 years consecutively, and I have been at Nushama for 13 months. In 13 months, I've made more progress than I have in 20 years.
At Nushama, there's a health check and a visit from the facility's medical director prior to the ketamine experience. But some experts feel there is not enough psychiatric supervision at such centers.
It's actually potentially a risky situation in which there's places that basically are high-volume clinical programs that are often not run with a lot of psychiatric oversight. A lot of them are run by anesthesiologists and other specialists who are not psychiatrists.
Hellerstein has been part of a recent FDA-approved clinical study that included 34 patients with depression who were given the psychedelic psilocybin derived from psychedelic mushrooms as a treatment for their depression.
It worked for a significant number of people, not the majority, but about 30 or 40% got better and mostly stayed better.
Hellerstein thinks there are multiple reasons for the success of these trials.
It looks like it has an effect, whether it's a psychological effect, like inducing a spiritual or mystical experience. The other hypothesis is it works on reorganizing brain networks and actually restructuring the brain and encouraging what's called neurogenesis, which is development of new brain cells.
Could this have an impact on the future of psychiatry?
I don't see it as the end of psychiatry. I see this as a class of drugs that's going to be added to our toolkit. And I think also there's risks that need to be really studied to make sure there are people who are, not going to be injured or killed by taking these drugs.
And investors are not overlooking the potential market for the companies producing psychedelic compounds.
What we see here is that during the last 3 years, over $1 billion have been invested into these companies, both at the VC stage and coming public through an IPO.
But Piros believes this is only the beginning of a new pharmaceutical industry.
Sales for the approved drugs could reach over $1 billion, which could go up during the next 5 years or by the early 2030s to north of $10 billion.
With Johns Hopkins University estimating approximately 10% of American adults 18 and older suffer from depressive illness, there is a real potential to help millions. Aaron Rainin for VOA News, New York City.